mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our first ever mega sale. But wait, remember that $75 free shipping rule? Well, that ship is sailed because right now, every order ships absolutely free. I'm excited to announce that we're having our first ever mega sale on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. Queen size only $59.98. Kings only $69.98. They sell out fast every year, so order now. Save 20% on our brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one I've worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's, and they're made right here in the USA. Get our 2025 six-piece My Towel sets for only $29.98. Our initial quantities are extremely low, so get them now before they go. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, just $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our first ever mega sale. But wait, remember that $75 free shipping rule? Well, that ship is sailed because right now, every order ships absolutely free. I'm excited to announce that we're having our first ever mega sale on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. Queen size only $59.98. Kings only $69.98. They sell out fast every year, so order now. Save 20% on our brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one I've worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's, and they're made right here in the USA. Get our 2025 six-piece My Towel sets for only $29.98. Our initial quantities are extremely low, so get them now before they go. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, just $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our first ever mega sale. But wait, remember that $75 free shipping rule? Well, that ship is sailed because right now, every order ships absolutely free. I'm excited to announce that we're having our first ever mega sale on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. Queen size only $59.98. Kings only $69.98. They sell out fast every year, so order now. Save 20% on our brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one I've worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's, and they're made right here in the USA. Get our 2025 six-piece My Towel sets for only $29.98. Our initial quantities are extremely low, so get them now before they go. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, just $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our first ever mega sale. But wait, remember that $75 free shipping rule? Well, that ship is sailed because right now, every order ships absolutely free. I'm excited to announce that we're having our first ever mega sale on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. Queen size only $59.98. Kings only $69.98. They sell out fast every year, so order now. Save 20% on our brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one I've worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's, and they're made right here in the USA. Get our 2025 six-piece My Towel sets for only $29.98. Our initial quantities are extremely low, so get them now before they go. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, just $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our first ever mega sale. But wait, remember that $75 free shipping rule? Well, that ship is sailed because right now, every order ships absolutely free. I'm excited to announce that we're having our first ever mega sale on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. Queen size only $59.98. Kings only $69.98. They sell out fast every year, so order now. Save 20% on our brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one I've worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's, and they're made right here in the USA. Get our 2025 6-piece My Towel sets for only $29.98. Our initial quantities are extremely low, so get them now before they go. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, just $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our first ever mega sale. But wait, remember that $75 free shipping rule? Well, that ship is sailed because right now, every order ships absolutely free. I'm excited to announce that we're having our first ever mega sale on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. Queen size only $59.98. Kings only $69.98. They sell out fast every year, so order now. Save 20% on our brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one I've worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's, and they're made right here in the USA. Get our 2025
KDJ has the flu.
Yes.
He's not feeling well. And you find this first opportunity to not only throw him under the bus,
Yes.
drive the bus over him, back the bus back over him,
Exactly.
and separate yourself from the weak picks that you guys had
Right.
when you picked them together, when you were as much responsible for them sucking as he was.
I picked good picks. He was the stink badger in this
wow.
collaboration.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you're stealing his lines too. Wow.
Wow, that's a stink badger in aisle 2
Yes.
there. Wow.
Perfume aisle, yeah.
Okay. All right, so Delgado's going to, well, that's a lot of pressure, Delgado.
I know. I think I just screwed myself.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Won't be the first time.
All right, so we'll do that.
Hey,
So we'll do that at 9:30.
thought you were going to be nice to us tonight.
Yes. So how was your day, Slick,
Fantastic.
before you got here?
Look where I am. I'm in
Great,
the greatest show on TV network right
Here
here.
we go.
I love this show.
Here we go.
This is my life.
Here we go.
I love it.
Here we
It's the
go.
best.
Here we go.
Prop picks. We got it going on tonight. Look out.
I was getting on Slick's nerves before. I was getting on his case
Yeah.
because his little throwing digs at me
Yeah.
in the green room.
I was looking for a garbage pie. I couldn't find one when Delgado walked in with the pizza.
Yeah, whatever. So, Delgado, how was your day?
It was good. Much like you. What?
No, I said great.
Much like you, I've heard from people that I used to go to school with.
Yeah.
One of which texted me last night after she watched me.
They still want to talk to you.
After she watched me, I'm trying to remember exactly what she wrote. Basically,
Hey, F off. Don't call me again.
No,
lose my number.
it was because I was eating the donut on screen.
Uh-huh.
She said, "You're eating that like a fat chick."
Wow. That's strong.
That's heavy, man.
That's heavy. That's right.
I was like, "Wow," because to be honest, I think I remember. I thought we weren't on yet, and I was just shoving it into my mouth before we came back onto the air.
Well, because we're in a rush. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
I was
going to
in a
be through the
rush.
show. Come
I
on.
didn't know.
we got things to do here.
That's right.
So, but
planning
they're still my friends, unlike you.
Yeah, no. My friends, once they see the show, are like, yeah, no.
Like, they don't.
From Connecticut, if they're from Connecticut, I agree.
We're not friends. We're not friends anymore. Oh, all my old music friends. I go, what?
No.
Yeah, no. Well, whatever. 5 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. So, do you remember this clip? Let's go back and take a look.
Let me ask you then something that you do have oversight of as president. Should former President Trump still receive intelligence briefings?
I think not,
Oh, really?
Why not?
because of his erratic behavior unrelated to the insurrection.
I mean, you've called him an existential threat. You've called him dangerous. You've called him reckless.
Yeah, I have, and I believe it.
What's your worst fear if he continues to get these intelligence briefings?
I'd rather not speculate out loud. I just think that there is no need for him to have that intelligence briefing. What value is giving him an intelligence briefing? What impact does he have at all, other than the fact he might slip and say something?
Let me.
Like leave him in the garage next to the Corvette or something like that.
Exactly.
So, precedent set.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight was, well, check. And how about checkmate there, Dojo?
Yeah.
Because President Trump tonight was feeling good, getting back to West Palm.
Feeling frisky, I think.
Feeling a little frisky. And put out the following tonight. There is no need for Joe Biden to continue receiving access to classified information. Therefore, we are immediately revoking Joe Biden's security clearances and stopping his daily intelligence briefings. He set this precedent in 2021 when he instructed the intelligence community to stop the 45th president of the United States, me, from accessing details on national security, a courtesy provided to all former presidents. The Hur report revealed that Biden suffers from poor memory and even in his quote-unquote prime could not be trusted with sensitive information. I will always protect our national security. Joe, you're fired. Make America great again.
Wow.
So for all the lefties screaming about this tonight, this is just precedent that, like many things that will happen in the next 4 years, this is just precedent that you guys set. And we're following. President Trump is following. This case of this is much easier to be made than the case was back then, by the way. That was just pure politicization and ideology and personal Trump derangement syndrome.
Right.
That was just to knife him in the side and say, "We got you." How do you like this? That's what that was. But this is legitimate. Keep the old senile guy away from the. This is an easy case to make, even if the precedent wasn't set. This is just the return to common sense in America. This just fits into that playbook.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, let's face it, it also hacks out the knees from the Biden crime family, because what could they sell? They could sell the intelligence that he was getting. They could sell access. They could sell all these things. Well, you know what? Now you don't have this information to share that you can market and package and sell it to the highest bidder. Now that's even less money you got coming in. Oh boy, there's a rumbling is going on in Delaware tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great move. I think it's the only move to make if you're serious about. I mean, the Hur report, what it said, what we know about the Biden crime family, what we know he's done with classified information, his entire political career, from back in the early 2000s all the way through to the Corvette and everything else. And the Hur report let him off the hook by claiming that he's too old and too senile to stand trial or for a jury to convict old Pops. Old Lunch Bucket Joe couldn't be convicted, Mr. Hur said, by a jury. So how can that person possibly be getting a daily intelligence briefing?
Right.
There's no chance that should be happening.
And chances are they don't understand it now anyway. So it's like talking to a wall, right? Because according to the people that were propping him up for the last 4 years, he really they were kind of running everything. And, we saw from the Washington Post article that they were hiding things from him because, they were afraid of what he might think. They were afraid of him getting involved. They were basically just put old Joe in the corner and we'll tell him what to do. And he followed it. So I think it's a great move. I think it probably should have been done 2 weeks ago. First order of business. Boom. Done. Gone. I hope he goes after Obama next.
Ooh.
Obama doesn't need it.
Nope.
Obviously, as we're seeing what happened under his tutelage of Joe Biden. I guess Joe Biden learned it from Obama, all the things that he started doing. So let's get him out and go down the line. Susan Power. Susan Rice. Samantha Power. Susan Rice. All of them. Start clearing them all out.
Clear the decks.
Oh yeah, clear the decks.
Clear the decks. Well, that was not the only fire truth that we got from the president tonight. We got many. He started the day. I think it was. I mean, it's been such an amazing day. Was it this morning that he did the plastic straws one?
I didn't. That
was a great one too.
I didn't even see that one.
That was a great one too. Basically, the whatever he said, the straws that Biden wants to push, they stink. We're going back to plastic. I'll sign an executive order next week, I think he said.
Oh, man.
And then he put this one out, which is probably my favorite one of the day. Now, this is where my music background comes into a little, I'm a little biased towards this, but he says, at my direction, we are going to make the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. great again. I have decided to immediately terminate multiple individuals from the Board of Trustees, including the chairman, who do not share our vision for a golden age in arts and culture. We will soon announce a new board with an amazing chairman, Donald J. Trump. Just last year, the Kennedy Center featured drag shows specifically targeting our youth. This will stop. The Kennedy Center is an American jewel. It must reflect the brightest stars on its stage from all across our nation. For the Kennedy Center, the best is yet to come. And I absolutely love this.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this. I know it's going to drive all of the music world and the theater world and the drama world absolutely bonkers. But he's absolutely right in doing this. And again, talk about the cultural shift and driving these cultural shifts. This is just another step in that direction.
Now, who do you think is going to be the first honorees that he's going to nominate? Maybe the Village People?
I don't know. You know, the Kennedy. I still like the Kennedy. The Kennedy Center the Kennedy Center honors. I would say that specific event. I don't think has gotten. I don't think that's what's drawing his attention. I think the Kennedy Center does a lot of things throughout the year that are much more woke than the Kennedy Center honors. I think the Kennedy Center honors, for the most part, has honored people who probably deserve it. Maybe some not. But those shows are usually pretty good, like the Led Zeppelin one when Heart did Stairway to Heaven, and there's some iconic moments that have come out of the Kennedy Center honors, and they've honored obviously some of the real brilliant geniuses in music that we've had. I mean, they've obviously honored. So that I don't know if he's talking necessarily about that specific thing, but the Kennedy Center overall, he's right on the money about it. This is a great move, and I just love the fact that he made himself the chairman. All right, 13 past the hour, just getting started live from Studio 6B. More to do. We're back right after this. Chat. What's going on? Ticked off Patriot. What's going on? Cats B. No, what even is that tonight? No,
next week, definitely.
He's blaming me for it, which is just crazy.
I'm not blaming you. I just didn't want to feel like, I'm copying. So.
That guy, 1776 Super Chat. Thank you very much. Hey, boys. Happy Friday. Checking in from Little America, Wyoming. Anyone tired of winning it? Not I. I think the Super Bowl stadium is going to erupt when they showcase Trump. God bless America. I would think so, too, down there.
Definitely.
LSU Patriot, $10 Super Chat. The USA ID situation, where'd it go? Is like catching your partner cheating by looking through their phone, and instead of owning up to it, they just get mad at you for going through their phone. Okay.
That's a great analogy. Perfect analogy.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't believe you would look. What are you doing? Howdy, Rumblers. Rumbler. Yaddle-dee.
We have a lot of trolls on all conservative sites.
Yaddle-doo.
I don't see any on here.
Pizza toppings, John D6307. As always on a Friday, we go with the bacon. The bacon is a big hit, especially the way they do it. They just do it great. I don't know how they do it so awesome, but they do.
Do you think you put RFK on as a Kennedy on the board there?
Yeah, you would think, right?
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Nancy Burns on X. Hello.
Janice K. Ordinary passenger on the Rumble. Free USA 20. Dave 3504. Bumbling. Susie 321.
Stumbling.
Susie 321.
I saw the line went to even on BetMGM.
Did it?
Yeah. I don't know what Caesars is, but the line for the game is even.
Big D had a Mitch moment. What?
I don't know. Did you?
Our live from Studio 6B, 17 past the hour on a Friday night. So we're heading into the big game on Sunday. Hope everybody's going to have whatever you're doing. I hope you enjoy it on Sunday. Whether it's don't pay any attention to it at all and just enjoy your Sunday, or if you're going to a big party and you're all going to be up in it, hope you enjoy that as well. I'll be going to a Super Bowl party or two. Got some boxes to watch.
Oh, yeah?
Got all kinds of fun stuff to do for Super Bowl Sunday. What are you going to do, Delgado?
Probably, how much snow is expected?
Snow?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't hear about
That's
this?
Saturday night.
That's Saturday.
Saturday night into Sunday.
Okay.
Like 6-7 inches.
So what? It's not going to affect the game at night.
I'm not saying affect the game.
Well, the
but
game's
I mean,
indoors.
No.
The people,
Affect
the people
going to
people
travel.
going places. That's what I'm
Let me
talking about.
clarify.
No, what's that going to affect?
Oh.
Around here, that's nothing. That's a dusting.
You wish. 6-7 inches. That's a lot. Stop.
You're not going to go to a Super Bowl party because of a 6-7 inches of snow on the ground?
I don't know.
Okay.
He'll save
How about
money.
that?
We won't have to buy any booze or anything. Bring anything
Slick,
over.
what are you going to do?
I got to be in 3 places, which is not going to be easy. So I had to opt out of one, but I'll go to a fundraiser friend of mine.
Wait, which one of the 3? How did you decide of the 3? Which one you?
The third person that actually contacted
was the
me.
loser
It was
bill.
it was a third person. I was just
Oh,
overloaded
okay.
at that point, So I'm going to go to a fundraiser. I'll stay there for the tailgate, and then I'll do just before the first half. I'm not really excited to see Kendrick Lamar. Like I was talking to Aaron, I must be getting older. I'm not really hopped up
They ain't
about
like
him.
us.
Yeah, I really didn't resonate with me. So whatever it is, and then I got to run to another event. Good client of mine, so I got to go to his Super Bowl. My boy Doug. So that's
Okay.
it. That's what I'll be. What about you? Where you going? Where's the party at your house?
I'm going to Not a Doc's house.
Oh,
I'm going to Not a Doc's house for the big Super Bowl party that they do every year.
where's that?
We'll start off with a little poker tournament.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll watch the game, and we've got all the boxes that we're all involved in. And
Are you going to bring your 6B cigars
it's
there?
a big game. I actually probably will bring some. Yes.
Don't tell Paul.
Yeah.
I got
Paul.
cigars. Here you go.
Paul, don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
He's
about it.
kidding.
No,
It's
Paul's
not-
not.
Paul's
really
going to
happening.
Paul's going to get his. Delgado, we're not wasting them on him because he
Hey.
doesn't smoke cigars.
He chews them.
Yeah, you're right. He announced it. You got to start with. You can't start with that.
Well, real men chew. I chew 'em.
Let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by Mike
Moving along.
Lindell, MyPillow, mypillow.com/LFS6B. Slickster, what's going on?
All right, let's get to the scoreboard right away. Big D, here we go. We got the NHL action. Penguins and Rangers tied at 2 in the Garden. 8 to go there in the second period. 13 to go in the first. Jets and Islanders tied at 1 up in Winnipeg. Predators and Blackhawks, 8:30 puck drop. And we have the Avalanche and Oilers as well as the Stars and Kings, 9 and 10:30 puck drops, respectively. And then we got the Spurs right now trailing the Hornets, 62-50 at the half. Also at the half, Wizards over the Cavs, 67-64. And the Heat, 39-37 over the Nets. That's also about 7 minutes to go in the second. Detroit Pistons whooping it up on the Sixers, 42-27, end of 1. And, Big D, I'm looking at the lines here, and I just see on the BetMGM, the Chiefs and Eagles, we got the spread even right now. Now, I'm not sure what Caesars is,
It's a pick-em game, yeah.
big money
It's a pick 'em
coming in.
game.
Big money coming in on Philly. It sounds like last minute. Boy, it's going to be a rough pick. I'm going back and forth here, but we'll see. And, some sad news in the NFL today. Howard Twilley, member of Dolphins' undefeated Super Bowl team, died at 81. This is David Russell of the New York Post, a member of the undefeated 1972 Dolphins Super Bowl team and decorated college wide receiver, has died at age 81. I mean, you think about the 72 Dolphins, right? A feat that's never been repeated. Came close. The the Patriots came close with that, but the Giants has something to say. But it's an amazing run there when you think back. But Howard Twilley, who caught a 28-yard touchdown pass in Miami's 14-7 victory over Washington in Super Bowl VII, died Wednesday. No cause of death was announced. But, that just came on tonight. I just happened to see they released it, so I guess they kept that quiet. And obviously, families deeply saddened. And Twilley was a standout at Tulsa, where he finished second in the 1965 Heisman Trophy race to USC running back, the great Mike Garrett. So sad news over there in the world of sports there for the Miami Dolphins. Great team, one of the greatest teams to ever do it. And, of course, we could expect this from Minnesota, right? Minnesota high schools reject Trump's Title IX rules banning transgender athletes. Warner Todd Houston of Breitbart. The Minnesota State High School League, MSHSL, has published a statement saying that it will not obey President Donald Trump's updated Title IX rules that forbid transgender athletes from playing in girls' sports. President Trump signed an executive.
This now?
This is Minnesota State High School League.
Good.
Where else? The only state that could do that, right? Yeah, unbelievable. But the statewide school sports organization insists that its rules are determined by state law, though the Minnesota Human Rights Act and the Minnesota Human Rights Act and Minnesota Constitution. They have their own constitution, Big D. The statement adds that the high school organization will continue to review the existing state laws alongside the new presidential executive order and its timeline, processes for states, and requirements that are included. The memo was sent to all Minnesota high schools this week. In Minnesota, participation and eligibility of transgender student athletes is determined by state law, and that's where they're at, Big D. They're standing hard on that, so unbelievable.
Okay, well, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when Minnesota doesn't get any money for their high schools.
It'll go as well as all of these sanctuary cities are going to go.
Yep.
We think they're going to stand up to Tom Homan. It'll probably end up being about the same.
Yep, absolutely, and that's a wrap in sports.
So, do you know, last night we were probably one of the first to comment on big balls. You remember?
Yeah, of course.
Sure. And that's kind of really that's kind of like taken off.
It was breaking balls
since the word the moment we talked about it. I just happened to catch it like as it happened. That's the only reason we talked about it so early.
Right.
But so I think the word was now that that kid was fired. Did you hear that?
Right. Yeah, he was fired for some. I guess when he was 15 and 16.
Yeah.
He had a different account and he made some statements and blah blah blah.
So J.D. Vance tonight put out a statement that I absolutely love, and I want to read it. He said, "I cannot." First of all, J.D. Vance put out something earlier in the day in response to Elon putting out a poll about should we hire the kid back, and J.D. Vance, of course, said yes, which the president was asked about in his press conference today with the Japanese prime minister, which he said, well, I didn't know about it, but I'm with the vice president, whatever he thinks.
We have that cut. You want to hear it?
Sure. Let's start there, and then I'll get to his comment tonight.
Here's cut number 10. Here's President Donald Trump talking about, you guessed it, big balls.
One of the Doge engineers was fired for some inappropriate posts. The vice president says, bring him back. What do you say?
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice president said that, did you say that? I'm with the vice president. Thank you, Peter.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's good.
So tonight, the vice president put this out. I cannot overstate how much I loathe this emotional blackmail pretending to be concerned. My kids, God willing, will be risk takers. They won't think constantly about whether a flippant comment or a wrong viewpoint will follow them around for the rest of their lives. They will tell stupid jokes. They will develop views that they later think about and look back on and think are wrong or maybe even gross. I made mistakes as a kid, and thank God I grew up in a culture that encouraged me to grow and learn and feel remorse when I screwed up and that offered grace to me when others did as well. And I absolutely love that comment and I love the use of this emotional blackmail pretending to be concerned.
Yeah, because that's called what they call that is being canceled, right? Because everybody freaks out, they scream at the sky, they clutch their pearls. I can't believe you think this way. Regardless of who he was talking to, it may have been a personal joke. You know how people tell jokes to their friends that they wouldn't say out loud for a specific reason?
Yeah, what was it, 6-7 years ago? How was it now, 21, 22? I think he's 14 then?
Yeah, exactly. So, this whole thing of, and we've said it too, you got to be careful what you post online because it could come back to haunt you, right?
Sure.
Tell your kids that all the time.
Yeah.
This is one of those instances, but I think J.D. Vance says it perfectly. We can't allow stuff like this that you do as a kid come back and just, kind of take control of your life. Right.
Especially by these creeps who we know they don't have the best interest in the kid in mind.
No, and chances are they've said worse.
Yeah,
they just haven't been exposed for it.
Of course.
Right.
All right, live from Studio 6B. We're back. More news, well, officially the news, when we get back with Rick Delgado right after this.
chatter in the YouTube. Paulie sack of balls.
Come on.
I swear to God.
All right, Paulie Sack of Balls. Everybody
Paulie
should,
sack of balls.
say hello to Paulie Sack of Balls. He's in the what chat is he in?
He's in the YouTube chat.
In the YouTube chats.
That guy, $5
Yeah.
super chat, Big D. Have you ever had that stick before? No, I have not. It's amazing. Goes great with a bourbon or espresso. Well, we're gonna hook it up with a little Balvenie or Macallan on Sunday. We're gonna see.
And that guy said he's sending us another gift in a few weeks. Something else coming my way, Big D.
I hope it doesn't get caught in customs.
Yeah, I hope not either. Let me tell you, those tariff tipperillos are a killer.
Paulie Sack of Balls says Slick Rick is the man.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I called him out. Paulie sack of balls. Couldn't miss it. Breaking balls. I mean, news.
Damon, what's the go-to snack on Sunday? Oh man,
Oh, everything.
I'll take some video or pictures and post them on our X
Big D.
in real time so you can
Boston
tell.
cream donuts.
I'll also no, it won't be that. I'll put my box numbers up there too, so you know what they are.
Oh, good. Please do.
Well, it's gonna be big money, and
Yeah.
if I get
Oh,
some,
you have one big
I'll
one.
treat Delgado and Aaron and Fran and
To half a
nothing.
dozen donuts.
How about that?
Well, what else is new? But half a dozen donuts. Look out. Big D's going to bring in the full dozen.
Right. But only the flavors he likes.
Yeah. Chocolate
Yeah,
frosted.
Boston cream will not be in there. I'll tell you that.
Obviously
What
not.
a waste of space that is.
Come on.
Big D has a U.S. Customs office in his basement. Dave Syverson, come on.
From downtown.
That's a good one right there. KDJ is out sick. Yeah. So what did he say to you? He's just down for the count.
He's
huh?
just down for the count. He's got that flu that's going around.
The plague.
I think he's got a little bit of rickets. I don't know what he's
He's got the plague.
Oh, Becky Snyder. Where's the Alaska plane?
Yeah, did you see that story?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I don't even know how.
They haven't found.
All right, 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Friday night, February 7th. Real America's Voice and across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio. Glad you're in, everybody. We'll get to some news, some stories of the day. The president was on fire today, revoking President Biden's security clearances, which is just really common sense at this point. He's clearly not all there. He's clearly a danger to those secrets to anybody. With the family ties to China, the money laundered, and everything else that they've done that they're going to get away with, obviously, since he pardoned the whole family. This is just a softball that he knocked out of the park. It shouldn't even be questioned by anybody. Anybody to question this is just partisan beyond belief, because what is there not to understand in this? I mean, he's not. I mean, I think you could even argue the Obama thing a little differently, although I would agree with you. I would. But at least he seemingly still has it all together. Biden, I mean, it's just, come on. He was gone before he took office.
That's true.
So, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some news. News is brought to you by our friends at Freedom Force Nutrition. It's available live from studio6b.com right there on the homepage, 15% off. All the vitamins, all the supplements there. More to come. Rick Delgado's got the news. What's going on, Delgado?
All right. Well, there was a story out earlier today about a Bering airplane carrying 10 people vanishing over Alaska. But as we were talking about it in the break, we're kind of searching. I was looking to see if there was any news. News has broken. They have found the plane.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, they found it earlier today. They just announced a little while ago they located the wreckage of the Nome-bound plane that went missing after takeoff, with 10 people on board. In a post on X, the Coast Guard also reported that 3 deceased individuals were found inside the plane, which was located on sea ice about 34 miles southeast of Nome. The remaining 7 people are believed to be inside the aircraft, but are currently inaccessible due to the condition of the plane. Our heartfelt condolences, it says here, according to U.S. Coast Guard. Alaska, they posted, our heartfelt condolences are with those affected by this tragic accident. And that's coming from Coast Guard Lieutenant Commander Mike Salerno as he relayed this information to the Anchorage Daily News. He says it's clear, no survivors of this crash. So it was a commuter flight operated by Bering Air traveling from Unalakleet, I think it's how you pronounce it, near Nome in western Alaska, when its position was lost about 12 miles offshore. And data from the flight radar shows that the Cessna 208B last reported at 3:16 over the Norton Sound. So
You ever fly in a plane like that? One of those little small puddle jumper deals?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Have you?
it's scary as hell.
Yeah, oh, yeah. My
Scary
first
as
flight was on one of those.
all hell. Like I remember, where were we going? It was Jamaica. Went down there with a bunch of friends.
Jamaica?
Yeah, Jamaica. Six of us, and we had our luggage, and they're packing us into this plane. We're looking at the plane like, oh my God, this is a small plane. Now, there's one buddy of mine, Steve, big dude. He's like, and the pilot looks at him. He goes, "I need you to sit over here." Like he was trying to weigh this out correctly because he had to balance the plane just right. Because,
That's scary.
Because the winds over there, over the water there, are insane too. So we were doing this the whole time, and it was a short flight. It was crazy. Obviously, I made it.
Not me. Never
No?
have, never would.
Yeah,
No?
I've been on those planes. I've been on some crazy planes.
You ever been in a helicopter?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I did a helicopter.
You have, Slick?
Yeah.
Where?
In Maui.
Oh, cool. Oh, to see the,
We flew over Oprah Winfrey's house. They were just building it back then. Yeah, it was beautiful.
the one with
Maui.
the blue roof?
Wow.
Yeah, the blue roof, right?
All
Yeah,
right, what else
Maui.
is going on in the news, Delgado?
Let's see. This was the scene. I don't know if you saw about this, but this was the scene outside of the office of USA ID earlier today. Cut number 5. You can take a look at this for yourself if you haven't seen it. Roll that clip, Aaron. Cut 5. There you go.
Yeah.
The
Bye-bye.
U.S. Agency of International Development,
International disappearance.
is being unburdened of their signage.
Yes.
So
We're all being unburdened by them.
Yeah.
From them.
Yeah, amazing because, of course, everybody's freaking out. I forget who announced that now it's being, I think they moved the, what do you call it, ice in there? I think they moved ice into that building or something like that. I just saw that posted just before we came on air, and I was kind of laughing. But I didn't write it down because we were kind of getting set up. But it's amazing how quickly, again, this administration is moving at the speed of I don't know, we've never seen anything like it. I think a lot of us appreciate it because we're so used to seeing Washington just bog down and take forever to do anything. And if you did take an opportunity to read that article that I posted last night from EKO Loves You, and some of the stuff that things are actually getting done in America right now.
He
David.
loves me?
Yeah, he loves you. He loves him. He loves everybody.
Okay.
Really?
Like potholes are getting filled. In East Tennessee, they're doing stuff. All these projects that were gummed up in the works that never got the money that they were supposed to get, or all of a sudden people are showing up and starting to do them, which is, again, great for the American people. And I think it's going to go towards a big step of, building the trust back in the government as it gets leaned down. Nice. Here's Elon Musk, cut number 1, reminding everybody why Trump actually brought him in and why the Democrats are so upset because he's doing things that nobody ever wanted done in Washington. Cut number 1. Check this out.
Ask, where would you start with government efficiency? It's kind of like being in a room where the entire room is targets. And so you can shoot in any direction and not miss. Now, we do have a fundamental issue, which is that the government is spending far more than it brings in. And the reality is that all government spending is actually taxation. All government spending is taxation. Sometimes people think some of it is taxation and some of it's not, but it's all taxation because the part that is not covered by tax revenue becomes inflation. So you're either taxed directly or you're taxed by inflation, but you're for sure taxed. And so all government spending is taxation. So we have to reduce government spending overall. This will be forced upon us in the future. The interest payments now exceed the Defense Department budget, which is $1 trillion a year. That's a lot of money. So just the interest on the debt exceeds what we spend on the military. Just the interest. And that is rising rapidly. So it can't be like, we'll trim a little bit here and there. That's not going to work. There have to be quite radical reductions in cost. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's telling it like it is, because that's exactly what we've been screaming about for years.
The Musk derangement syndrome is beyond laughable from these people. I saw a new one tonight. It was Senator Tina Smith. Are you aware of her?
No.
She says tonight something to the effect of Elon Musk has his interns now meddling, because I think the president said, did you hear the president talk about how we need to upgrade all of our flight air traffic control systems, computer systems?
Yeah.
I heard that.
And he gave this very detailed, brilliant take on why it's not working, why you have to do it this way, why we've got multiple contractors doing this. We need one to come in. And so Sean Duffy put out a thing saying, talk to Doge. They're going to plug in to help upgrade the aviation system. So this Senator Tina Smith said, Elon Musk and his interns meddling in aviation safety is truly terrifying. I'm thinking to myself, this guy sent a 10,000 foot, million-pound rocket into space and caught it with something that looked like a big pair of
tongs
Right.
out of midair, and used it again. And what are you talking about?
Yeah, how could he possibly figure it out?
Yeah.
This is like they complain about the Doge interns and the ages of them. Oh, these computer kids are 21, 23, 27, 28, never had a job. We can't be listening to these kids.
Yeah.
Yet when it comes to climate change and how we're all going to die, they tell us to listen to Greta Thunberg.
Right.
That's a good
I
point.
mean, are you kidding me with these people? You have to check your common sense at the door, because you get whiplash trying to figure out, wait, what? You're telling us the kids are a problem? But when it comes to climate change for 4 years, whatever it's been, we've had to listen to this loser that you've told us is the grand keeper of all climate change?
Damon, how dare you?
It's just crazy.
It's insane. Here's Jordan Peterson, because he's talking about Elon Musk and, of course, the replacement of TDS, or the addition of EDS, to the left and the liberals and the wackos and the media as well. Here's Jordan Peterson talking about those who are second-guessing Elon Musk. This is cut 2, and he kind of nails it, too. Here, check this out.
Second-guessing Elon Musk is a fool's game. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's like, how many rockets have you sent to Mars? Well, seriously, people are so presumptuous. If he'd only done one impossible thing, you'd think you could excuse that because you're so embarrassed to not be him. And you could excuse that and say, well, it's government subsidies, or it was handed to him, which is all complete bloody rubbish, because you can hand government subsidies to a fool forever, and all that'll happen is you'll get 1,600 feet of high-speed rail built in California in 20 years for $12 billion. And so that happened, right? That happened. But Musk has done like 5 impossible things. And so 5 is a lot. Like 1 is a lot, but 5, that's really a lot. And so second guessing him, it's like, why did he spend $40 billion on Twitter? It's like, because he knows things you don't. Like many things, books full of things.
That's exactly right. And look at what he's done with Twitter, by the way.
Yeah.
And what do the Democrats do? Of course, because they're so stupid, most of them. They pick him to go after him on economics, on money.
Right.
Hello?
Yeah.
And now they're going to pick on air safety. Hello? He owns a company called SpaceX. I think he knows something about aviation. Again, he caught a rocket out of midair with tongs, as Delgado says.
That's it. Like salad tongs. Gigantic salad tongs.
What has Senator Tina Smith done other than live off the public dole? Nothing.
Right. Yeah.
These people who offer nothing to the country, nothing. Questioning people who are, as President Trump says, the most brilliant that we have. We need to cherish and honor our brilliant people. He is at the top of the list.
Yeah.
What he's done, unequivocally at the top of the list. They're complaining about the things he's doing that he actually does before he got to government. He's the richest guy in the world, so he knows something about that. He knows something about money. He certainly doesn't need the money. And he knows something about aviation. I would feel pretty comfortable with him in either position.
Yeah. Not a bad combination.
But it just continues this sickness they have. I don't even know if sickness is the right word. It's just stupidity.
EDS. It's Elon derangement syndrome.
Of getting on, well, yeah, but I mean, getting on the 10% side of the hill while the rest of the world's on the 90% side.
Right.
They pick these issues and they think, well, yeah, this is the hill we're going to die on. This is the one, we're taking this one to social media.
Right.
Hardcore.
They think the American people are going to be all in with them because this is the one. Oh boy, they're not going to like Elon Musk. How dare he, try and figure out how to make us a better, stronger, financially more secure nation? And what aviation? Yeah, right. What does he know about that? Yeah, okay. Just amazing how they dive onto these things, and it's almost like there's. You just have to hit a button and they just squirrel to it. They just squirrel to it. It's tough to explain. It's tough to explain that these people are in positions of power, yet this is how they react when they see something like this. And they think that, the American people are going to... Yeah, Chuck Schumer thinks he's a brilliant guy and he's going to be able to rally people to the cause. No, everybody sees through it. I can't wait to play for you cut 6.
And by the way, you know where she's from, Senator Tina Smith, another genius from, Minnesota, hanging out with Tim Walz.
There you go.
There you go.
They're all from there.
Yep.
She probably has to go to the men's room to get a tampon.
Unbelievable. Yep. All right, more news and sports coming up right after this. That guy gifted 5 subs on YouTube. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Janice Birch Maxwell gifted 10 live from Studio 6B memberships or subscriptions as we call them. And of course, Child of the King gifted 20.
Takes the cake.
Live from Studio 6B memberships tonight. We appreciate that. 35 new memberships tonight as we continue to try to grow the membership community. And tonight we're going to do OT, right, Slick?
Yeah. OT.
So we're going to do LFS6B OT for the members, for the subs, right here at 10 o'clock. At 10:01, we'll go live, I guess, from my phone and do a little, once we go off the air, we'll do a little post-show wrap-up with you.
Exactly. That sounds good. We'll talk about our picks. We'll talk about our guests that came on in the last segment, Big D, to make their picks. Should be good.
So we're going to do that tonight for the first time.
Elgato could sleep in tomorrow
If you got a membership today, granted, the new 35, you're a good night to get it.
Real good night to get it. Yeah. Load up. Load it up.
Slick, you look like Johnny Depp, somebody said in the Janae said.
I've never heard that before. That's a new one. No, just kidding. Good old Johnny Depp, baby.
He says, I've never heard that. And then he's like, I'm just kidding. What do you tell yourself that every day?
Yes, I do.
No, it's the other guy who I think you look more like.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. Yep. He's another guy.
Yeah.
Now that one's funny.
Johnny Depp. How is Johnny doing these days?
You guys need to get press passes at the White House. Yeah. No thanks.
We get in trouble.
No, it'll be good. It'll be fun.
We get thrown. They throw us out.
Not to actually ask questions, but just to walk around and be like, gotta pass, gotta pass, gotta pass. Backstage. It's like being backstage.
You guys you're the idiots on the night show. Yeah. That's what they'd recognize us.
It's like being backstage at a show.
You and those morons. Yep, that's us.
But you guys are funny. I do laugh.
John Q. Public, $5 super chat. President Trump, please, we need national constitutional carry, Second Amendment, preemption, and the supremacy clause. Thank you for the EO today.
See, we put it on. We're walking around going, press pass, press pass, press pass. See?
What's that?
Press pass.
From when? Oh, when you were at O&A?
No, this is from...
Let me see.
This is from when I did the Trump thing last year.
Oh. You used that picture?
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't arrest you on the spot.
Press pass. I must be backstage. Backstage. Yeah, just walk around. Shut up, Aaron.
13 to the hour, live from Studio 6B, Real America's Voice, and across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio. Glad you're in, everybody. Slick's doing sports. Delgado's doing some news. I got a couple things I want to get to as well. When you threw to that video of the video outside of the building,
yes,
I thought you were throwing to the Department of Education building.
Oh no, I got clips of that too.
But let's get to that because I saw our old friend, our old Crazy Town original.
Yes.
Oh,
Mad Max. Oh, Mad Max was out there today. I didn't know Mad Max was ready to throw down like she was ready to throw down today.
Yeah, she was daring them to pull their guns.
She was ready to throw down there at the front door. And if there's anybody who's going to become, or clearly is an American patriot, but is going to become an American patriot go down in history or get really well known, is this guy who stood in front of the door.
Yeah.
Because he acted like a total boss. Listening to her absolute nut job nonsense, standing there in front of the Department of Education, Mad Max. I didn't know if she was going to try to hit him with her wig or what she was going to do next, but she was ready to throw down.
Yeah. She was there with a bunch of other Democrats.
Yeah.
Making a spectacle of themselves, trying to get some airtime.
Harassing.
Yes.
Now she's the queen, of course, of public harassment and getting away with threatening violence. This is what she does. Of course, everybody knows she's so off a rocker. She kind of gets a pass for it and gets away with it, like from people like me who kind of chuckle at it, because I always look at it from the comedic standpoint of our Crazy Town.
Right.
So, even today, I was like, all right, you go, Mad Max. I didn't know you were down like that. You look ready to
she was out there.
Throw fists.
Yep. Ready to
so
throw
let's
down.
see this clip.
This is cut number 8. Here's Maxine Waters and friends.
Come on, Max.
Complaining that they can't get into the Department of Education building once they found out that Doge was in there, examining their records.
Yeah, what is she going to do if she got in, by the way?
Exactly. Watch her gigantic Mardi Gras type head swivel back and forth as she yells at this guy. Cut number 8. Check this out.
Not only are they not letting us in, now they've called the Department of Homeland Security. We are members of Congress here to talk with the Department of Education, and they're treating us.
Kids deserve to have us go in and fight for them.
This is appalling.
Yes. They want to fight for the kids.
Oh, children of the country.
Right.
Really? Listen to this.
Here she comes.
Here we go. Come on.
This man here. We are members of Congress.
Come in.
Come on, Max.
See this man here.
Here we go.
Who is a federal employee, he told us.
No, he's not.
Are you a federal employee? Huh?
Yes.
No, he said he's a federal employee.
He's so done with them.
We raise money to make sure that we have a Department of Education. Everybody that's hired at the Department of Education are here
taxes,
because we pay for them to be here. He's standing here today, blocking the door, and he can't give us a good reason why he's blocking this door.
Make sure they see right here.
Well, she went on from there. That's not. That's not the full.
No, that was a full thing. Here's cut number 9. When she notices that the police have been called,
he should have said, you guys seem a little insurrection-y to me right now.
Right.
You seem like you want to storm the door, and you seem like you want to get inside a government building that you don't have access to right now. Sorry. We've been through this before. You guys seem to complain a lot about it. And now here you are. That guy was a boss.
Yeah, he was. He stood there the whole time and took it. Here's cut number 9. When Mad Maxine and her gigantic head notice there are police inside. Check this out. Cut 9.
Stand back and let the camera see. They're calling all of these gun-loading people out on us. They're calling them out on us. Look behind this door. Who do you see back there? The doors will open. Do they have guns on them? Do they have guns?
Yes.
Are they prepared to shoot us? We want in.
What a moron. What an absolute moron.
wow.
Just an absolute moron. Maxine Waters, are they prepared to shoot us?
She's flipped a wig.
Oh my God.
She's flipped a wig.
I mean, just crazy. Absolute crazy.
Man.
Like mobsters showing up at the door.
Yeah.
threatening violence to this poor guy who, just like Fran said, is so done with this. It's like, I'm here to do a job. Right. I don't need to get abused by people like you. I mean, just crazy, accosting a federal worker at the door. And blessing all of us with her absolute pure stupidity, vomiting out of her mouth, saying this nonsense.
Yeah, that they go around raising money for the Department of. They don't raise money. It's called taxes, you dolt. Taxes.
Let me see your ID. He's like, I already showed it to you. And then she has some other nitwit come up there, and she wobbles up there. I didn't ask him for it yet. I mean, these people are just... I mean...
What's sickening is they are the worst of the worst. And we pay them. That's the worst part, is they are taking our tax money as their salaries. And it's way more than you make. And that's the sick part.
And did you see my guy Frost? I told you about this guy from New York, Frost, Maxwell Frost, I think his name is. He was there too. He was trying to get in the guy's face, even more aggressively than Nutjob Waters was.
Well, Maxine was afraid her face would fall off.
And then they had some lunatic from, of course, Connecticut, my home state, embarrassing. Johanna Hayes, some whack job Democrat from Connecticut, she was up there. Button in, I'm going to stop you right there. And she's saying, I mean, these people are just nuts.
Yeah. They are the worst of the worst.
And you notice how they wait for make sure the camera's on them and the microphones are on, and then they start gaslighting us about how much they love the children. It's all for the children. And then you hear President Trump today in the Oval Office or in the White House in the press briefing room with where we rank, where the children rank when it comes to education in this country? Dead last.
Yeah.
But they care about the children, they'll tell you.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's go to cut 12. Here's President Trump, congratulating the newly fired Joe Biden for the Department of Education work that he's done in the past 4 years. Cut 12.
Biden's last year, congratulations, Joe. We're ranked dead last. So what I want to see is education. Number one, I like choice. We all like choice. But beyond choice, long beyond choice, I want to see it go back to the states where great states that do so well have no debt. They're operated brilliantly. They'll be as good as Norway or Denmark or Sweden or any of the other highly ranked countries. They'll be, probably have 35 to 38 states will be right at the top. And the rest will come along. They'll have to come along competitively. And by the way, we'll be spending a lot less money and we'll have great education.
Yeah, so there you go.
Here's this guy, of course, from New York, Maxwell Frost. Here was he outside, I guess once they finally gave up and realized they're not getting in.
Hey everybody, I'm here with multiple members of Congress. We're here to go to the Department of Education to fight for education, and they have locked the doors. They're not letting us in. It says all access entrance. There's this random guy out here who's refusing to let us in.
His name is
and right here, what's his name?
His name is Jim Harefield.
And right here they have
God bless
armed
him.
officers as well, acting like we're dangerous.
You are.
A year ago, I'd be able to walk into this building and not be locked out. This is what they're doing. Elon is allowed in, but not you, not your elected representatives, not parents, not students. Elon can go in, his goons can go in, but not the representatives of the people. Hey,
Goons.
Goons.
What goons?
Yeah, goons.
Goons.
Yeah.
Goons.
This argument you're hearing from them, how Elon is not elected, is like laughable. He works for the most elected, the top elected, the only election that matters to people in this country. Not you people. The President of the United States. Just as he says, Pete Hegseth is my guy at defense. He wasn't elected to that position. Mm-hmm. Just as he says all his other cabinet members, he says this guy works for me under the executive branch that I'm in charge of, and he's going in there. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, and the Department of Education falls
He's
under...
not elected and we are.
Yeah, the Department of Education falls under the executive branch.
Duh. Maxwell.
YouTube's.
You want to read it? Because I don't see it.
Yep.
The goons.
I don't understand why. I don't.
Child
see
of the King, $10 super chat in the YouTubes. Remember, Mad Max is terrified by the exposure that is about to happen because she is in huge trouble.
Huge. Did he spell it Y-U-G-E?
Yeah, no, just huge.
Oh, okay.
H-U-G-E. Big capital letters. Huge.
Huge.
Thank you, Child of the King, as always, for your generosity.
She's killing it.
Yeah.
I think she's more
Maxwell
popular.
Frost is from Florida. Oh, I thought he was from New York. He's not a New York guy?
I think Child of the King is more popular than we are now.
Oh, that's interesting. Why did I think he was from New York?
Because he's a jackass?
Yeah, I guess.
Twixes. Oh, I got to look up that.
Aaron, can you give me some audio here? Let's see this clip. Thanks.
I think I just nullified the whole fucking speech. I think I just nullified.
Good job.
Okay, here we have, that must be, who is it? Oh, Greg. How are you, Greg? Oh, boy, I just did one, I just did one on Fox. Did you see it? I don't know if I can handle another one, man. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. Look, you're my friend. You're great, but it's Greg Kelly. Say it again, Greg. Jason Miller is here. He wanted me to stay on the border.
I don't think we should be doing it. It's very dangerous. They want me to do an interview.
We have three
They're saying it's very dangerous. They were just telling me you shouldn't be standing out here. Should I be doing an interview here?
It's safe where they have positions.
Well, I'm not asking you. I'm asking these guys.
He didn't care how safe it was. He wanted me to finish up 3 interviews. I said, Jason, I've been told by Secret Service this is very dangerous. Wasn't that good?
If those are the points you level in the debate, you will be very, very effective.
Yes. Well, that's what I thought. That's the way I am. That's the way I thought. But, debates are tricky. We might not be in the right mood. We have fake anchors on ABC. Among the worst, you have George Slobodanopoulos that controls it over there. Get him on the hard line, man. Okay. Your voice is much better on a hard line. I didn't realize it.
Oh, my God. It's just so funny that he's no different.
Yeah.
It's just like you can't say that guy's different on camera.
There's no off switch with him.
There's no off switch.
Zero.
On the East Coast, Hour 2, Real America's Voice. Glad you're in. And across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio, welcome on in. Make sure you follow us on all our social media at LFS6B, pretty much everywhere. X, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Getter, Kick. Wherever you're watching us, we appreciate it. Make sure you follow, like the channel, subscribe. I want to thank everybody in the YouTube chat tonight that's gifting membership subs, super chats. It all goes to support the show, and we appreciate that. Slick's doing sports. Delgado's going to do some more news. I got a couple things I want to get to as well. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. I saw a really nice column today by Matthew Continetti over at the Washington Free Beacon. And it's entitled Trump's Youth Revolution, How America's Oldest President is Becoming a Gen Z Icon. And the article has the picture of President Trump with all the girls, the young girls and mothers and from the other day, signing the executive order to protect women's sports and protect girls in girls' sports. And then he has this article, and he says, News alert, Washington Post journalists are panicked that some of the Doge employees previously worked at Elon Musk's private sector companies and are in their early 20s, quote unquote. The horror, outrage over Musk's whiz kids reveals another progressive double standard. Young activists are praised when they are on the left and denounced when they join the right. The Post, moreover, is blind to the real story, which is Trump may be the oldest man elected president, but he leads a youth movement that will shape politics for decades to come. Trump shattered the cliche that Republicans are the party of senior citizens and Democrats the party of young people. And he's staffing his administration with men and women who will form the next GOP governing class. The Beltway is only beginning to grasp the implications. Young people not only define the cultural landscape, they carry the political categories that they lean into in their 20s for the rest of their lives. Such is the power of youth that even losing candidates who win over young people have lasting influence. The young people who worked on George McGovern's 1972 presidential campaign, such as Bill and Hillary Clinton, were the liberal future. Ron Paul's collegiate supporters in 2008 and 2012 previewed the anti-establishment, anti-war GOP. And Bernie Sanders' bros and girls in 2016 and 2020 pointed towards the Democrats' coming lurch to the left. When a youth-driven campaign wins power, the consequences are profound. Think JFK accepting the torch passed to a new generation of Americans, or Reaganites forging the doctrines that guided the GOP for 40 years. It turned out that 78-year-old Donald Trump would preside over the Democratic transition that Barack Obama fans once dreamt of. Trump actually did more than turn the Republican Party into a multiracial working-class coalition. His time in the political wilderness gave the GOP a cutting edge. In 2020, for example, Trump lost 18 to 29-year-olds to Joe Biden by 24 points. 4 years later, he cut that lead over Kamala Harris to only 11. How did this happen? Trump capitalized on young people's frustrations with inflation, interest rates by recalling his presidential record and opposing the woke agenda of anti-American cultural transformation. His particular focus, lower propensity young male voters. Over the past decade, young men have had trouble finding their place in the economy, in the culture, and society. Politics offered nothing but disappointment to them. George W. Bush's conservatism receded before they came of age. Many young people have found purpose and meaning in a return to traditional religion and male pursuits. They looked beyond Barack Obama and Joe Biden's liberalism, and they found Donald Trump. That was why Trump took in so many UFC matches, why he went to college football games, why he went to NASCAR races. And he made Joe Rogan's endorsement a priority. He wanted to demonstrate solidarity with a rising generation. Social media propelled both Trump candidates. In 2024, Trump added TikTok and a long-form podcast to his political arsenal. These platforms showcased Trump's authenticity and communication skills. They provided him direct access to this growing audience. Among the architects of this winning strategy was Barron Trump, age 18. In staffing this administration, Trump skipped over the Reagan-Bush governing class to create a new echelon of GOP leaders. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is 27 years old. Vice President J.D. Vance, 40 years old. UN Ambassador Elise Stefanik, 40 years old. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, 43. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, 44. Russ Vought, 48. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Sean Duffy of Transportation, both 53. Attorney General Pam Bondi, 59, and she looks 30.
Yeah, does.
The oldest Trump cabinet pick is Linda McMahon, born in 1948. Her mission, put herself out of work by closing the Department of Education. There's no better mission for the former CEO of the WWE than a bureaucratic smackdown. GOP congressional leadership has changed too. Mike Johnson, 53 years old, and arrived in Washington, D.C. along with Trump only in 2017. Senate Majority Leader John Thune, 64, is decades younger than his predecessor. You know who that is.
Yeah.
Tom Cotton, who chairs the Senate Republican Conference as well, 47. That's a toddler when it comes to the Senate. Most of them aren't old enough to rent a car, 77-year-old Hillary Clinton said about the Doge employees. This is the same woman whose 1969 Wesley commencement address was a paean to youthful dissent, searching and renewal. Now she's checking IDs all of a sudden. The Democrats lecture and scold. Trump offers opportunity through disruption. The GOP's babyface bulldozers are just getting started, and they will not be denied.
Yeah, that's a good article.
That's a good article.
Excellent.
And again, I go back to that article I was reading last night from that Substack from Evo Loves You. And that's exactly who these people are. They're young. You know what? They're the people that you sit there. They're the ones that we're going to be talking about in 15, 20 years as the new Bill Gates, as the new Elon Musk, right? Those are those people.
Let's hope, yeah.
Yeah, you hope. Right now, you've got Elon Musk taking advantage of what he sees in them as their potential and be like, hey, how can you help me? Because that's what the smartest people do, right? Henry Ford did it. Henry Ford got brought up on charges because he didn't graduate high school or something, and they were coming after him years ago. I read about this, and basically his argument was, "I'm surrounding myself with the people who know the things that I don't," and that's what
Trump's
you want
best
from leaders.
quality. It's Trump's best quality. We've heard that from people who have been in the room with him. I remember when I had John Laval on this program back in the first run, 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
John was at the time.
He was the RNC. He was the leader of the Suffolk Republican Party.
Suffolk Republicans. Yeah. John Laval came on the program. He was with Trump. He was on CNN a lot defending Trump, and Trump took notice of a good job he was doing. He actually went to meet with him, and he came back and came on the show, and he said, "I was stunned on how little he said in our meeting." He sat there. He said, "I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think." And he went around the room. He listened to everybody, took it all in, thought about it. And we've heard this from multiple people. It's one of the things he does the most. He wants to hear from all the people, the smartest people around him, and then he'll, of course, obviously be the end decision maker, but he takes it all in. He doesn't come into things with a predetermined notion of what the best thing to do is. He wants to hear from his people.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned John. I grew up with John. We went to elementary school, junior high, and high school together. And still keep in touch today. He's a great guy, great attorney.
He was on this show multiple times from 15 to 19.
And that's one of the things he said about Trump also is that he's just a great storyteller. When you see him command a room, he says that's just vintage him. That's just him being him, and he can take anything that happened, make a great story out of it, and just get everybody involved and make them feel like he's talking to them one-on-one.
Yeah. All right, 10 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Let's do some news. News is brought to you by Freedom Force Nutrition, available live from Studio6B.com on the homepage. Rick Delgado's got the news. What's going on, Delgado?
All right. Well, you know what? The left, of course, freaking out. We see it on a daily basis. You can just pop on anything on social media and see them screaming at the sky, and you know what they do. But this woman, she used to be a supporter of Kamala Harris. She's had, I guess, she got red pilled somewhere along the way. Cut number 6. Here she is admitting she was wrong about voting for Kamala, and thanking God that Trump won this election. Cut number 6. Check this out.
All right, y'all. Listen, let me be one of the first black women that was a part of the 92 or the 93% that voted for Kamala to come out and just say it. I regret voting for Kamala. I really do. I regret voting for her. Already into Trump's presidency, not even a full month, and this man has already secured borders. He's already signing bills that are taking place, that are uplifting this country. Me not doing my history and really, being investigative and seeing all the things that Trump has done, and now having the eye-opener and really looking at this man and seeing exactly how this man works has really put something on my heart. And I don't know what I was thinking going in there voting for Kamala in the first place. I'm glad of the results. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that Trump is in there. But me being so lost and participating into the whole Kamala run, and now taking a step back, looking at how this president here is really running things, and it hasn't even been a whole month. is something that I do think about. So, I advise people that are in the Democratic Party, myself, to do your research. Really do your research, okay? Because I can definitely say that as a black woman, a part of the 93%, I made an error. I can admit that. I can take accountability and admit that.
Yeah, so there you have it. Hopefully there's a lot more of them out there that are coming to that realization, seeing what's happening. And like she said, not even a full month into his first term, into this term, and seeing the results that he's able to get, and making things happen. And people aren't used to the government actually working. And hopefully this is the first 2 weeks into getting that machine to actually work for the American people.
All right, more news with Delgado. Odds makers coming up at the bottom of the hour, 9:30, and it's a long list of guests that are going to join us from you, the audience, the Real American Voices. You'll join us. We'll do it 9:30. We'll do some more sports and news, though, when we get back. First, live from Studio 6B. We're back. 3 quick minutes. Stay right there.
Live in the chat. Hold on. I got to get new batteries. My ears are dead. Probably. All right. All right. Hang tight. Keep your shite on. Here I am. All right. Here we go. Let's check this out. You know what? I'm looking into that story. Somebody mentioned it in one of the chats. I forget who said it. About possibly Elon having commercials during the Super Bowl. I've seen that headline a few times. I haven't been able to find an actual, real story on it. Fran, have you heard this, that Elon's going to run Super Bowl commercials?
I only saw it in the chat.
Yeah, I saw it in the chat, but I saw it on, I feel like I saw it on X earlier, before the show.
What kind of commercial?
I don't know.
Oh.
I will say, if he laid out the cash, they'll air them.
Oh, of course.
Oh, sure. $8 million a minute.
They'd rather have new commercials than reruns. So
he could pay $12 million. They'll probably have Rocket Man, Elton John or something. That'll be wild.
Farmer Brooks, yeah, Fran knows about it. Fran knows about everything. Hello,
yeah,
Jolene Moore. Hello.
Hello.
He's not out there right now, but I also know Damon has 2 reads coming up.
Damon has 2 reads.
2 reads for Damon coming up. You got 2 reads. Whoa. Beep. You got a minute 12.
Yeah, I keep searching for.
All right, just make yours. I'll go and get mine.
An Elon Super Bowl commercial or a Doge Super Bowl ad. I'm not seeing anything come up as I search. Let me see here. Let me check another resource here. Yeah, you want some Boston cream? That's a nice taste.
What do I got? Reads here?
Have you heard about this,
Dave
David?
Syverson was doing the reads. What the hell?
Have you heard about a Doge Super Bowl commercial?
No.
Okay, breaking. It says here. Reportedly, Elon Musk is running 5 Super Bowl commercials that expose government waste that Doge has found through USA ID.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly. Another post. Elon Musk is spending $40 million on 5 30-second ads exposing government waste.
Oh, boy.
I haven't been able to find a real story, though.
like the blues, 17 past the hour. Then we talked about our friends at Birch Gold. Have you seen the news from economists forecasting a depression, not recession? Depression by the year 2030. Well, we're in the perfect storm as Social Security and Medicare hit a breaking point, with the largest generation hitting retirement. A smaller workforce means a smaller tax base. Pair that with our growing national debt and rising cost of living, and we have a big problem. So what are you going to do now to protect your family for the future? Well, gold is a safe haven in hard economic times, and Birch Gold makes it easy to diversify a portion of your savings into physical gold. Birch Gold will help you transition an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold, and it doesn't cost you a penny out of pocket to do it. So protect your future today. Text the word America. Send it to 989898. Get your free information kit on gold. See if it's right for you. And you can get a copy of The Ultimate Guide to Gold in the Trump Era, a book with a foreword written by Donald Trump Jr. There's no obligation, only information. Birch Gold has earned the trust of countless Americans looking to safeguard their savings. You too can trust Birch Gold. Text America to the number 989898. Do it today. That's text the word America to the number 989898. And do it today. What's the other one I have to read here? I don't know why I cannot find it. Well, you know the wellness company. Their doctors, like Dr. Peter McCullough, has been on the show, and their kits are the absolute gold standard when it comes to keeping you and your family safe and healthy. It's a new day in America, a new administration in Washington, D.C. There's a lot of excitement, but there's a lot of work to do as well, especially when it comes to fixing our broken healthcare system. The truth is that the forces that are responsible for breaking our healthcare system aren't going to simply go away. The challenges our system faces won't disappear overnight. Now more than ever, you need to be prepared, and that's, of course, where the wellness company comes in. The doctors are medical professionals that you can trust, and their line of prescription medical kits are the gold standard when it comes to keeping you safe and healthy. Whether it's the medical emergency kit, the contagion kit, the first aid kit, the travel kit, these prescription kits contain an assortment of life-saving medications and guidebooks to assist in the proper use of these medications. So whether it's flu to strep throat, COVID to bird flu, trip to the beach, or a trip overseas, the wellness company has a prescription kit designed to keep you and your family safe. Make America healthy again starts at home. Do your part now. Protect your health of you and your family. Go to twc.health/voice, twc.health/voice today in order. That's twc.health/voice. Use promo code VOICE to save an additional 10%. All right, 20 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell and MyPillow. Use promo code LFS6B. If you're going to shop at MyPillow, it'll give you great savings, sometimes upwards of 50-60% off whatever you put in your cart, whether it's towels, pillows, sheets, those Giza sheets. Come on, you want to sleep good, you got to sleep on them Giza sheets.
Beauties.
Mike's got the new crosses going on that he wears. You got over at mystore.com. You got the coffee, books, all kinds of great stuff. Promo code LFS6B works for all of it. Use it, check out. Great way to support the show. Great way to support Mike. We appreciate it. Slick, what's going on?
All right, one more shot at the scoreboard because I know we're going to be doing odds makers at the end of the show, so we won't do any more sports. NCAA men's basketball right now, good game. St. John's 37-35 over UConn, 19 to go in the second half up in Connecticut there. Purdue 90-72 over USC. That's a final from earlier tonight, as is VCU over at Dayton 73-68. NHL action, Penguins over the Rangers 3-2, 4 to go there in the third period. Mid-second period, Islanders and Jets tied at 2. Blackhawks lead the Predators 2-1, end of 1. Avalanche and Oilers mid-first period, no score there. NBA action, we have the Cavaliers right now, 124-114 over the Wizards, 3.5 to go there in the fourth quarter. Hawks over the Bucks, 92-90, 11 to go in the fourth. The Pistons, 92-74 over the Sixers with 4:42 to go in the third. I think the Pistons are shooting at about 65% tonight. Unbelievable. And, all right, let's get to, one story, Big D. Remember the great Hubie Brown? Well, Hubie Brown is 91 years old, prepares to broadcast his final NBA game. It's an AP report. Hubie Brown had just taken his first college coaching job in 1968 and didn't expect that he'd also be asked to teach. So for this one, as an assistant at William & Mary, he taught 2 elective basketball courses. Brown, now 91 and set to work his final game as a broadcaster, never stopped teaching the sport in more than 55 years since. But his audience grew from college students to players, coaches, and TV viewers all over the world. It's the most remarkable thing, and it's not hyperbole. He was probably taught more people about the game of basketball than anybody that ever lived, broadcasting partner Mike Breen said. Brown and Breen will work ABC's telecast of Sunday's game between Philadelphia and Milwaukee, where Brown got his first NBA opportunity as an assistant coach with the Bucks teams featuring Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson in 1972. You talk about some legends there, huh? For the next 5 decades, he'd moved from the coach's box to the TV table and back, earning induction into the Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame in 2005 for his contributions to basketball. So the great Hubie Brown, Big D, hanging up the mic. Unbelievable. 91 years old. One of my favorite broadcasters. So just wanted to get that in there as well. Good stuff there. And that's a wrap in sports, Big D. I know we got to take a lot of time up coming up in sports.
All right, 23 past the hour. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. We'll do some more. We'll do the odds makers with all of our picks on the big game, which I guess I got to start thinking about what I'm going to do here.
Yeah.
Coming up in the next segment.
Oh, yeah. I got to do that.
And Delgado's actually going to be a part of it. And then, of course, you, the live from Studio 6B, Real America's Voice audience, will be the biggest part of it. We'll go to as many of you as possible to get your picks on the big game. That should be fun.
Is Harry making picks?
You know, I didn't ask Harry I think Harry wants to take the Yankees. So we'll just put,
at least he's got a sport.
We'll put the Yankees in for Harry. So Delgado's got the news. What's going on?
All right. Well, there's a lot of speculation, and people are asking in the chat for me to look into this as well. So far, I've not found any viable news stories that support what I've seen on X and in the chat as well, suggesting that Elon Musk would be spending $40 million on Super Bowl ads, 5 of them, during the Super Bowl for Doge, and share with the American people, the viewing public, the waste and fraud that he's uncovered. So according to this, no, they are not spending $40 million on Super Bowl ads at this time. It could be just, maybe somebody was considering it, but there's no legitimate news story that covers this. So right now, I'm not seeing it. Don't believe the hype. If it happens, great. If not, you were warned. Here's another thing led by Elon Musk and Doge. Check this out. According to the Economic Times, USA ID was dismantled so fast by Elon Musk-led Doge that one sacked employee had to be rehired, so they could help process the sheets of the other staff. The Agency for International Development, like I said, was dismantled so fast, they actually had to hire somebody back to help them kind of close up shop, so to speak. Musk targeted USAID to slash trillions of dollars from the federal budget. He recently claimed on social media, "We spent the weekend feeding USAID into the wood chipper," and he called the agency a criminal organization. So he is effectively dismantling USAID. The main building, of course, was shut down, the website taken offline, as per the Wall Street Journal. And, of course, I played you the clip earlier today of them removing the name right from the front of the building. So there you have it. Doge has been kind of deposed at this. Well, I shouldn't say Doge. USAID looks to have been deposed at this time, despite the rantings, the ravings, the histrionics coming from the left, coming from the media, coming from your Democrat elected grifters.
Yeah.
Everybody screaming bloody murder that Elon Musk is destroying their money system.
All right. Odds makers coming up. We'll pick the big game on Sunday. We'll all do it, and we'll get you, the Real America's Voice audience, involved. We'll do it when we get back right after this.
Super chat, Big D. Kathy Chenette in the YouTube, $10.
Also on Rumble, President Tuan has gifted us 5 subs on Rumble.
Oh, thank you. Gifting subs on Rumble. I love it.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow. That's a ton of subs.
Awesome.
Kathy Chenette. My favorite X post today. Note to self, if you ever make someone pay $10 million in taxes, you better pray to God that he is never in a position to look at your books to see where all his money went.
Yeah, that's a great point. Bingo.
That's a beauty. Nice one there, Kathy. Good one right there.
Okay, let me get up the list.
Silence says the suspense bills for the odds makers.
Chip S, then Brenda S, then Farmer Brooke, then Kelly B, then Matt R, Gina V, Chip J, and Jim. That's our list. That's our order.
Final score. Chris Jones has a big game.
Wow, look at the game. Philly plus 1.5. You said it was even before you saw Pick'em?
That MGM has.
Boy, money's coming in on Kansas City now. I'm logged into active FanDuel right now.
What is it, 1.5?
1.5.
Really?
Yep.
Why am I even?
You may not be looking at it live. You got to look at it live. Where are you logged into someplace?
On ESPN, yeah. ESPN.
No, that's not.
Bet MGM, no?
That's not.
You got to log into Don Best or you got to log into something. I'm in FanDuel right now.
It's hard to pick against Kansas City. You know, you think they're going to lose. They're going to lose.
All right, 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B, Real America's Voice, and across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio. Glad you're in, everybody. Slick's doing sports. Delgado's been doing the news. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always, and here we go. Friday, February 7th. We are 2 days away from the big game, Super Bowl number 59.
Yeah, 40.
I was going to say 49. 59 in New Orleans. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles meet. It's time for our final odds makers of the year. All right, here we go. Aaron, let's set it up. Where are we record-wise? Do we know?
Yes, I have it right here. Record-wise, I am 51, 40, and 2 on the season so far.
Very impressive.
Slick is 42, 49, and 2 on the season. Damon, right now, you are 9, 6, and 2.
Oh!
Overall. And audience overall is 28, 41, 2.
Ouch. Oh, yikes. That's a rough one there. All right, we're going to see if we can improve on that. I'm going to go first. Because there have been no questions for me all week on this game.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, plus 1.5. I'm going to take them plus 1.5. I'm also going to take them minus 115 to win the game. I don't think they need the points. So I'm going to take both of those plays, plus 1.5, plus minus 115. So I'm going to bet them both ways on the game side. I'm going over the posted total of 48.5 because I think this is a high-scoring game. I know that's not the common theme. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. And then my 3 props are going to be tails never fails on the coin toss. My best one is going to be Saquon Barkley. I think he's going to score twice. I'm going to go 2 TDs for Saquon.
Okay.
That is plus 260. plus 260 on that. And I'm also going to go Saquon as MVP.
Oh.
I think he's the key to all of it. So those are my 3 props. That's my game, my total, and my 3 props. I think for Philly to win, he has to be the MVP, and he's going to have to score twice, so it's all kind of connected. I think Philly's got the better receivers. I think they have the better offensive line. They certainly don't have the better quarterback, but they have a quarterback that's certainly good enough to handle the pressure of this game. I haven't had any doubt about this all week long. I don't know if it's going to come true, but we'll see. I got the Eagles in this game. Slick, where are you going?
I got the opposite. I'm going opposite, Big D. Yeah, I'm going Chiefs. I like the Chiefs. I think that they're obviously their experience will win out. You know, either way I could care less. I really don't have a horse in the race, to be quite frank. But the Chiefs all season long continue to win. Andy Reid's experience. Nick Sirianni of the Eagles, he gets a little flaky under pressure. Saquon, I think they shut him down. There's a gentleman in the middle there named Chris Jones. You ever hear of Chris Jones? Mm-hmm. One of the best to do it, best defensive tackle probably in the last 25 years in the league. I like him in the middle, and I think they're gonna shut them down. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. I'm going to take the under as well. Yes, indeed. I'm going. You know it. Absolutely. I'm glad you
back up the Brinks truck, baby.
I'm glad you went first. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm going. Yeah, definitely. I'm going Kansas City minus the 1.5, and over and under. I'm definitely going under with the 48.5 as well.
Okay.
My prop picks you'd like to know?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go first field goal would be for Philly. I think they're going to get the first field goal. Jake Elliott. I'm taking that one. And then
what are the odds? Do you have the prices?
I think it was like I don't know, plus 225 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go Gatorade color. I'm going to go for a 3-peat there too. Purple be the color of 3 years in a row. That was plus 175.
Okay.
And then my last pick is whether or not Travis Kelce's going to propose to Taylor Swift.
Oh, come on.
Come on. That one is a beauty. It's anywhere from minus 2,000 to plus 800.
Okay.
So find me somewhere in between.
So where are you going? Yes or no?
He's not going to propose to her there.
Okay.
He wouldn't do that to her.
Philadelphia Eagles first scoring play of field goal, by the way, is plus 156.
Oh, 156. I thought it was a little.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So give us your 3 props one more time.
Yeah. So first field goal would be Philly. Then I'm going to go Gatorade color. Purple.
Gatorade purple.
Plus 175. No proposal.
No proposal. Okay. Yep. All right, there you go. There's Slick's picks for the big game. Aaron?
All right, I'm going to go quick because we got 7 people on the line. I'm going to pick Chiefs over Philly, minus 1.5. On the over-under, I'm going to take the over, 48.5. I'm also going to go with Slick for one of the props, Gatorade color. I'm picking purple as well. 3-peat on that. Wow. National anthem, I'm going to go with under the 2 minutes. John Batiste had a very famous national anthem performance at the 2017 NBA All-Star Game, which clocked in at 1:55. So I think he's going to go very similar, and that was a very slow, methodic one too. So I think he's going to clock in that easily. And my last prop bet is the shortest touchdown over or under 1.5 yards. I'm going to go under.
Okay. All right, very good.
1.5 yards.
Good props there from Aaron. All right, here we go. You've seen the audience all year long, and they're going to join. Oh, I forgot Delgado. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot Delgado's making a pick here.
I'll make it quick.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm going Chiefs. I think they're going to win by 7. I think it's going to be the over.
Okay.
Let's see. Prop bets. Gatorade color. I'm going to go with yellow.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't think we've seen lime in a while.
They have yellow?
First TD going to be the Chiefs.
It's a pistol.
Okay.
Chiefs going to score the first TD. And for the
last one,
the last one is the national anthem.
What are you doing?
Under 2.
What? They're going to sing it? Oh, okay.
No.
Under 2 minutes.
Great. Let's go to Chip.
Wait, what was the...
All right, here we go. Chip is on the line. You saw Chip in week 5. Chip, what do you like in the game?
I like the Eagles getting the point.
There you go, Chip. Welcome to the party, pal. All right, very good. Me and Chip, what do you like in the total quickly?
I actually like the under, like I think Slick Rick said.
Okay, very good.
2 good defenses. I like Cooper DeJean to score a touchdown.
Okay. All right, good props. All right, Chip, thanks so much for participating in the Odds Makers, and thanks for coming back quickly tonight. We appreciate it.
You bet.
All right, guys. You saw her in week 4. Oh,
nope.
No.
We're going right to Farmer Brook.
Oh, Farmer Brook.
Farmer Brook. He's at the Dome. Look at this.
Look at this setup.
Take his hat off. It could be a double
Farmer.
dome.
Now, Farmer just spent the day out. This guy's going out to watch golf. He's hanging out with Luke Bryan. He's hanging out. You're hanging out with more celebrities than we are.
I asked them if they all knew you. They know who you are, brother. So
Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? They don't know nothing about us. All right, who do you like in this game?
Hey, I like Fly Eagles Fly. All right.
You, David.
Hey. I'm sorry. It is a chicken. It's hard to get an eagle on short notice, okay? So.
All right. Well, do you like anything else like a lot besides the Eagles? Do you like the total or any props? What do you like?
I'm taking the over too. Sorry, Damon. Maybe we can connect on this one, all right?
All right. I hope we can, brother. All right. Thanks for being a part of everything. You're a great sport. We appreciate it. All right, Aaron, who are we going to next?
Okay.
Right now we got Kelly.
Kelly's on the line. You saw her in week 12. Hi, Kelly. Welcome back. Who do you like in the game?
I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay, you like the Eagles as well. Any particular reason, or are you getting on Big D's bandwagon here? We're going to take this to victory.
I really do not care for either team, so I'm just.
Neither do I.
I'm getting on your bandwagon, Big D.
All right, I like it. That's good enough reason. I hope I can lead us there. So, anything else you like in the game, or are you going to watch the game, or you really don't care?
I'm going to watch it, but being a Broncos fan, I always want the Chiefs to lose. But I'm not a fan of the Eagles either. So
yeah.
All right, very good, Kelly. Thanks so much for being a Week 12 participant, and thanks for coming back tonight. We appreciate it.
Half our audience is going to organize their sock drawer, I think, during the Super Bowl.
All right, who are we going to next, Aaron?
Right now we are going to Matt. We're just waiting on his camera to pop up.
All right, we're waiting for Matt. Matt's going to make a pick here. We got a couple more.
Oh, got him. All right, here we go.
All right, let's bring Matt up here. This is like doing sports talk radio.
Right.
Let's bring Matt
up. I
want
to go everything Damon said verbatim.
Oh!
All right. Man. Look at that shirt. This guy comes prepared. Yeah.
Represent.
All right, so you like the Eagles and under too?
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, Matt, I mean, you just sound like you're here along for the ride.
Yeah. Well, you made it easy on me. You made it easy on me, but I'm going to take. Taylor needs a reason to write another sad song. All the way.
Okay. All right,
and
there we go.
They have 3 touchdowns and MVP.
All right, I like it. You like Saquon for MVP?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. I mean, he's got to have a big game for him to win, right? I mean, that's the whole thing. All right, very good. All right, Matt, thanks. You're a great sport. Thanks for Matt was in week 8, and now he's back tonight. We appreciate that.
Yep. Hey, do that opening again for week 8. That was awesome.
Okay. All right, very
All right,
good.
have a good one.
Thanks, Matt. All right, Aaron, where are we going now?
Right now we're going to
Harry's house.
Oh, we're going to Chip.
We're going who?
We're going to Chip.
All right, Chip's back. Oh, come on, Chip.
Boy, Chip.
All right, Chip, here we go. Big game, wrapping it up for the football season. Who do you like?
We're going who?
We're going to Chip.
All right, Chip's back. Oh, come on, Chip.
All right, can't be watching.
Got a little delay.
Big game, wrapping it up for the football season. Who do you like? I'm going with the Eagles. As a Niners fan.
Chip, turn down your speakers there
volume.
or something. We're hearing ourselves back. So
yeah, we're getting some feedback, which is rare for the show.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. I'm going with the Eagles. I'm a Niners fan, so I can't pick the Chiefs, and plus I'm tired of the 2 T's, Taylor and Travis. So I've had enough of them. So I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good enough reason right there.
Can't blame
anything you like any you love the total or anything in props that you love?
Yeah, I'm going to go over. I'm going to take the over. And I think Barkley will probably win the MVP.
Okay.
I'll take those.
All right, so a lot of people are with me here on this. I like it. And Chip was razor sharp in the 2 times he was with us, so he had a great record. He did a great job.
Yep.
Great job breaking down the game. So I feel pretty good about that. All right, Chip, thanks for participating in the Odds Makers. Hopefully we'll have you back next year when we do it again. We really appreciate it.
Looking forward to it.
All right, there he goes. There's Chip. Of course, he was in week 2 and came back for the divisional round. He did a great job.
Yeah.
Aaron, where are we going now?
We're going to our. Well.
All right, Dad.
Say our dad.
All right, Dad. Where are we going? Who do we like in this game?
Well, look at his jersey.
Where do you think we're going?
Oh, my God.
All right. Are you sure you want to do this?
I absolutely want to do it. You have a Hall of Fame coach. You have a Hall of Fame quarterback. You have a Hall of Fame tight end. What more do you want? Right?
Listen, it's hard to argue. I totally agree. But your Hall of Fame tight end, I don't know. I don't know.
Think about this. How could you possibly go against Patrick Mahomes with all the money on the line? Come on.
Yeah. He's got a good point.
I like his thinking.
Well,
of course you do. You have to go home. You have to have a place to live.
This is the only time we've agreed this season.
Of course you have to. You like his thinking. You don't want to be sleeping in the garage tonight. What are you talking about?
That's true.
I'm absolutely shocked Aaron didn't take the Eagles because she's been on the Eagles all season.
This is true.
That's true.
That tells me right there. I think I'm good. See, that's what always happens. You say, why didn't I do it? I was on it all season. Now you know what that means. Fly, Eagles, fly. But Dad makes a good case. We're up against history. We're up against a dynasty. So I get it. Anything else?
And you got Spag. What about Spagnuolo?
Yeah,
what
true.
About the kicker, Harrison Butker?
Very true.
Great.
Very true.
Clutch.
Spags is going to throw stuff at them that they have not seen for sure.
Chris Jones.
All right, everybody.
Chiefs by 3.
All right, Chiefs by 3. There you go. Jim, otherwise known as Aaron's dad. Everybody did a great job. Aaron Friend did a great job putting that together on last minute notice. That was fun. All right, we're back to wrap it up. Live from Studio 6B right after this.
That was fantastic. EGLES. Eagles.
Yeah.
Let's go Eagles.
I almost sent that out to the end of. I actually thought that was the end of the show for a second. I almost started my end of the show.
Almost wrapped it up.
Spiel.
I thought it was going to take us 2 segments to get through everything. We did it all in that one segment, which is amazing.
That was great.
Okay.
Oh, 2 people. Oh yeah, 2 people didn't. 2 people. All right, that's fine. It worked out great. You guys did a great job. That was fantastic. Rob Jackson on Facebook says, Aaron makes the best picks every week, so I'm glad she picked the Chiefs.
Oh, he's right about that.
Hard to argue with that.
She's right about that. 51-40 and 2.
Clearly
she had a good
been the
year.
leader in the clubhouse here.
Absolutely.
And not only that, she's been on the Eagles all week.
Did Farmer Brooke actually have a live chicken on the broadcast here?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Also,
he's becoming a prop act.
If they're watching, apologies to Brenda and to Gina. I did try calling, but it wasn't going through for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, we could try him now. We could get him on in this, and if we want to try him during this segment.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Little OT.
Yeah, we'll do a little. We'll throw their picks in if they're available.
Gina, we're coming to you.
OT. Miss out. Get him.
I thought that was great. Great idea, whoever came up with that.
That was a great idea. Harry produced that, right?
You're welcome.
Eileen on Facebook says she's going with the Chiefs. Archie says Chiefs by 10.
A lot of people in the chats are going Chiefs.
I mean, Aaron's dad makes a great point. It's hard to pick against the Chiefs, honestly.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, of the ones he mentioned, it's not the players that are going to be the difference. If there is a difference, it's going to be Spags.
Yeah, they're gonna make Hurts throw the ball. You know, they're gonna make Hurts throw the ball. I think they're gonna
what?
They're gonna have 8 in the box the whole game.
Gina's having technical difficulties, but she's picking the Eagles, she says.
Okay.
All right, Gina's on the Eagles.
And
did Paul give us a pick?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Well, he said Eagles earlier on in the week.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't ask Vin.
Five, 4.
right, 13 to the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Friday night. Hope you all enjoy the weekend. Again, whatever you're doing on Sunday for the big game, hope you enjoy it. Great picks by the LFS 6B audience. Great job by Aaron and Fran throwing that together. That is not easy, especially with Skype, which is not the easiest to work with. So I appreciate that. They did a great job putting that together. So Slickster, you're on the record now. Yep. Chiefs for you and for Aaron.
Yep.
You're taking the under. She's taking the over. I got the Eagles and over. And where the audience was, I was more
mixed.
Eagles than I suspected. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought so too. More green. I wanted to go with Philly. I mean, I'm similar to like Chip said. He hates the Chiefs because he's a Niners fan. I hate the Eagles because I'm a Dallas fan. But you know what? It's
the closest you're going to get to the Super Bowl, so you might as well pick someone in the
That
NFC
is
East.
true. Yeah, right. What does Snoop Dogg say in the NFL awards? The Cowboys used to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Said a couple other things too, but I'm not going to repeat them.
All right. Well, it should be fun. We'll see how it all plays out. I'm either going to be probably the winner, or I'm going to go over. Because if the Eagles don't win, it probably doesn't go over. And Barkley probably doesn't have the game he needs to have. You know what I mean? So mine are so interconnected.
Yeah, you got a lot of
that. If I lose one, I probably lose them all, and I look like a total absolute fool on Monday night, which will be nothing new. But again, it will just be another night of looking foolish.
Right. Unlike the Giants, you're placing a lot of value on Barkley this year.
Yes, and that's one of the things I think that that's one of the other reasons I like him.
Yep.
So I think he'll be out to put an exclamation point on this whole season.
He hasn't already.
Yeah.
I mean, I desperately hate the Eagles as a Giants fan.
Yeah.
But I'm such a Barkley fan that I do want him to do well. But
you can't have your cake and eat it too.
I pick the Chiefs because I just think the Chiefs. It's something about it. They played so many close games. I don't see them losing. I just don't see them losing. It's almost like they're almost primed for a blowout, to blow somebody out. And I think it could happen on Sunday.
Well, you could have your cake and eat it too. Maybe Barkley has such a great game, even though Kansas City wins, then Barkley still wins the MVP even on the losing team. It's only happened one time in NFL history. Of course, who did that? None other than your Dallas Cowboys. Chuck Howley was on the losing team in Super Bowl V against the Colts. They lost on a 16-13 field goal, and they gave the MVP because he was an unbelievably great defensive player in that game. Only one time in NFL history that a losing team had the MVP. Mm-hmm. Could Barkley do that?
Possibly.
Have a 200-something yard game? How do you deny him, even if they lose at the end?
It's hard to imagine that two could happen, though.
Well, they keep him out of the end zone. It could.
True. Run for a lot of yards and not score, I guess.
I've seen that one before.
All right, let's do some more news before we wrap it up on a Friday night. And here with the news is Rick Delgado. What else is going on, Delgado?
All right. Well, lots being said about the immigration problem and, of course, the border and the left screaming about it as usual. There's been recently a congressman, representative, a Republican congressman who's starting to make some noise. His last name is Gill. He actually suggested here on cut number 3 that maybe Elon Omar could actually be deported. And he's not wrong. It's not a bad idea. Check it out for yourself. Cut number 3. Here's Congressman Gill.
I just want to follow up with this post that you had on X. You said that Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, U.S. citizen, should be deported to her home country of Somalia. Omar became a naturalized citizen at 17. Why did you do that?
Well, listen, my colleague Ilhan Omar, she is an American citizen. She is a member of the House of Representatives. I didn't call for her to be deported, but I did say that America would be better off were she deported. I think that there is a serious problem, particularly given after the past 4 years of open borders, of Democrats facilitating the invasion of our country by illegal aliens. My colleague Ilhan Omar was advising illegal alien Somalis on how to evade ICE detection. That is as un-American as you can possibly get. It's unbecoming of a congressperson.
What evidence?
And I absolutely
where are
think
you
that
getting
it is
that from
disgusting.
specifically? Where are you getting that from specifically?
We have the audio of her doing that.
But do you think
that
interview? She is a duly elected member of Congress.
She has a
her
duty
constituents
to uphold
put her
the
in
values
office.
and customs of America, not to represent foreign illegal aliens who shouldn't be here to begin with. And I think that raises serious questions.
She is helping people understand what the laws are. But listen,
That raises serious. To whom is she most loyal? Illegal aliens, Somalis, or American citizens?
She's representing her constituents.
Legitimate question.
As a member of Congress. Congressman Brandon Gill, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate this conversation. I think it's really important.
So do I.
And I think our viewers appreciate it as well. Thank you so much, Congressman, and look forward to having.
We got to go to
No,
commercial.
you don't. Why you want? See, they're all so phony. These people. They're so phony. She is phony baloney. She didn't enjoy it. She's not looking forward to having him come back.
Yeah.
And she has to. She can't sit there without defending Omar.
Yeah, and she's angry that he actually had the evidence of what she was talking. Do you have any evidence of this? Yes, we have her saying it. We have video and audio of it. Oh.
And then they try to do that thing where they try to come up with one fact that they could throw in. Oh, yeah, but she was really just, what she was doing is educating them.
Right.
Well, we don't need you to tell us what she was doing.
Right. Yeah.
They can't help themselves, though.
No, they can't.
They just can't help themselves.
Exactly. Hey, Donald Trump was asked about this recent Time cover showing Elon Musk sitting behind the Resolute desk as president. And of course, well, he had this to say and a whole lot more, talking about Elon and what they found since he's been appointed to run Doge. Here's cut number 13, answering quickly the question about the Time cover showing Elon Musk. Check this out.
Is Time Magazine still in business? I didn't even know that. Elon is doing a great job. He's finding tremendous fraud and corruption and waste. You see it with the USAID, but you're going to see it even more so with other agencies and other parts of government. He's got a staff that's fantastic. He's wanted to be able to do this for a long time, and everybody else knew it was existent, but I think never so much when you look at USAID. That's a fraud. The whole thing is a fraud. Very little being put to good use. Every single line that I look at in terms of events and transactions is either corrupt or ridiculous. And we're going to be doing that throughout government. And I think we're going to be very close to balancing budgets for the first time in many years. I think we're going to be very close to, in addition to monies coming in from tariffs, et cetera, et cetera. But he's doing a very good job. I'm very happy with it.
Will you put Elon Musk up on the podium for us to ask him some questions, Mr. President, at any point? Will you put Elon Musk up on the podium for us to ask him some questions?
Oh, sure. He'll be. He's not shy. Elon's not shy.
No. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, last cut of the night, here's our new Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, announcing an audit to members of the Pentagon in audience here. Cut number 7. Here he is. Check it out for yourself.
That includes a Pentagon audit, which to the Marines out there, y'all got to figure it out. And we appreciate that. Lean and mean. We are going to focus heavily to ensure that at a bare minimum, by the end of 4 years, the Pentagon passes a clean audit. The American taxpayers deserve that. They deserve to know where their $850 billion go, how it's spent, and make sure it's spent wisely. It used to be that if you called for an audit, somehow you were undermining the department. I believe the exact opposite. I believe we are accountable for every dollar we spend, and every dollar of waste we find or redundancy is a dollar we can invest somewhere else, as President Trump has committed directly to rebuilding our nation's military. So rebuilding our military is key.
Yeah, so there you have it. New Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth.
Steve Bannon will be very happy about that, and the president talking about going through there as well with Elon. He'll be very happy about that because he's been screaming and yelling about it, that it has to happen, and it does. All right, as always, we salute our military, active and inactive, police, firefighters, first responders, EMTs, everybody on the front lines protecting us, all our truckers, all our farmers, everybody that keeps the country moving and safe. Thanks, guys, on the show. Rick and Rick, great job. Aaron Fran, great job as always. Thanks to all the audience members who joined us tonight. Great job by all of you all year long on the Odds Makers. It's been fun. Enjoy the game on Sunday if you're watching it. Enjoy the weekend for the rest of you. And we will see you Monday night. Back here, 8 p.m., live from Studio 6B.